from the historic Olympic Auditorium in Los Angeles. It's great wrestling from the Olympic, and we'll go ringside right after this. Olympic fans, and I'm your ringside announcer, Jeff Walton. We've got a great lineup of wrestling for you today. You're going to see Carlos Mata and Bad News Allen in our first event. There he is, the Bad News Man from Hawaiian Islands, the island of Maui, in fact. Bad News Allen, black belt in judo and karate, and a former bronze medal winner at the Olympics, going against Carlos Mata, seen with Chavo Guerrero. Chavo's his second. This will be a judo jacket match. As you can see, both men are in the customary judo gis, as they are called. The gi standing for the coat and the pants of the judo master. And of course, Carlos Mata, not being really familiar with the martial arts, wears the customary white belt of the novice and colored gita, or gi, as they call it. Referee for this first event from the Olympic Auditorium, Red Shoes Dugan, calling outstanding former junior heavyweight wrestling champion. Los Angeles, California, great wrestling from the Olympic, is proud to present the best matches and wrestlers and stars in the world of this pro sport. Good toss by Bad News Allen, who laughs at Mata and says, "I'm going to play with this boy." Whips him over again, hip toss. Or a judo toss, is judo throw, I guess you would call it. Once again, Chavo Guerrero outside the ring, just outside of camera range. Another judo toss by Bad News Allen. Allen taunting Carlos Mata. Get up, get up. No competition. I got no competition, says Bad News Allen. Bad News Allen says, "I don't need to put the claw on. I don't need to do nothing. All I need is just to beat this boy." Chavo Guerrero trying to give Mata a few tips on what to do. Another hip throw. Well, I'll tell you something. I wouldn't want to meet a man like this. This guy knows his business. Well, Mata says, I had enough of this. I don't want it. I'm going to wrestle. Bad News Allen says, no, this is a judo jacket match, and that's how it's got to be. Fans do not like this man, Bad News Allen. They taunt him every chance they get. There's Josephine in the front row with her chicken and monkey, and she's one of our best fans. She's at the matches every time they're held. Doesn't miss, hasn't missed for about 40 years. Bad News Allen now says he's got to wear that judo gi. This is a judo jacket match, and this is what I signed for, and this is what we're going to... Chavo Guerrero trying to give Mata instructions on the way to use leverage and use the judo jacket. Oh, Mata's flipped again. Mata not having very much luck against a judo master, but it's no disgrace because Bad News Allen is, a bronze medal in the Olympics, and Mata really doesn't know anything about the first thing about a judo jacket type match. Once again, Mata failing to make any kind of a dent in this kind of a match. Mata wants to wrestle. That's what he knows how to do. He really doesn't know the style of the martial arts. Now, Chavo Guerrero, as you can see, trying to explain to him that you've got to use leverage, you've got to use the other man's clothing as a form of off-balance maneuver. Hip toss, judo throw, again, by Bad News Allen. And Bad News Allen laughs at the man. Boy, you don't know nothing. And that's probably true. Another judo toss by Bad News Allen. Mata is so frustrated at this point. We can't blame him. He just doesn't know what to do. Now, the punching that Mata wants to do, of course, is illegal. Referee Dugan watching the fists. Bad News Allen says, I'm going to wait till this boy's temper cools off. I'm not about to get in there with him and throw fists at me. Mata goes over to Chavo Guerrero and says, Chavo, I can't do this. This is not me. I don't know how to do the judo. And as you can see, there's Bad News Allen. His toes are taped in the customary martial arts style. I mean, those feet are lethal weapons, let alone his hands and every other part of his body. I mean, a good judo kick can disable a man very quickly. Bad News Allen Coage. First of all, Coage is from New York. Made his home in New York, got his start in New York. Now he lives on the island of Maui in Hawaii. Says he loves Hawaii. It's very tropical. It's where he gets his rest when he's not wrestling. He's got several homes within the Hawaiian Islands. Look at this. There he goes, applying that sleeper to Mata. He's caught him in that claw-like sleeper. Questions in. But Mata gamely trying to fight back. Mata very, very laid back this evening because of this style of bout, but he was challenged by Coage, and really, I've never seen Mata back down from a challenge, and he didn't do it this time either. Well, I don't know. He looks like he might be under the effects of this. He is. He's out. The sleeper got him, and the winner, Bad News, Allen Coage. We've got more wrestling coming up, so whatever you do, don't go away. Before we do go to our first commercial, though, we're going to see if Mr. Coage will wake up Carlos Mata. No, he's refusing to do so. Chavo Guerrero says, come on. Says, if you think you're so smart, you do it. There's no love lost between these two. We got a war coming up with these two. You better believe it. Once again, fans, we've got a lot more wrestling coming up, and we'll be back with a great lineup of wrestling stars on Great Wrestling from the Olympic right after this word from our sponsor, so don't go away. Okay, we are back, and we've got some great wrestling action coming up. This is going to be a super match in so much as it features six-man tag team match. Arias Romero on one team, Mr. Mexico right there with the serape and the sombrero, and Big Ben. I'll tell you something, these are three great caliber wrestlers. They're going against three of the best in Bengali right there. Also his team partner, Coloso Colisetti from Argentina, the Argentine champion. And president of the company, none other than Victor Rivera, well known to millions of wrestling fans the world over. So there you have a six-man tag team match. Three men on each team. That's what comprises a 6-man tag team event. And, of course, one man is in the ring at all times against the other man from the other team. And, of course, there's no double teaming allowed, but that happens. But it's a tag-off, so you have Australian tag team rules to where one man has to tag another man on his team for that man to come into the ring. Hope you're not confused, but those are the rules of a 6-man tag team event. Your referee this bout, Bob Bockwinkel, the brother of the former AWA World Heavyweight Wrestling Champion Nick Bockwinkel. Bob has chosen to be a fine referee, working on the West Coast. And you are ringside with yours truly, Jeff Walton, from the Olympic Auditorium on Great Wrestling from the Olympics. Good arm drag, takedown by Bengali, who's very proud of that move. Arias Romero, the man he's facing. Both wrestlers lock up, go behind by Romero. Arm whip Mayer takedown. There's another one. Now, good top wrist lock. Reverses it. Victor Rivera told to go back to the corner. It was going to probably go in for some low, dastardly blow. Punch to the middle, gets the break by Bengali. Bockwinkel, quick to recognize an infraction of the rules, and he's warning Bengali, don't use that fist. Mr. Mexico out of Zacatecas in Mexico. In fact, Bengali comes from the same city. They might even have gone to school together, possibly, but I doubt it. There's that dance that Mr. Mexico does. The fans love that. He wants Bengali to come in and wrestle and not move around. Side headlock, Bengali. Punch to the bridge of the nose. And once again, he's warned about the fist. Referee asks him if he used his fist, and Bengali, of course, said no. Tag off to Victor Rivera. Victor in the ring. Victor uses a fist to the chin. And Rivera's warned about using the fist. Both wrestlers hook up. Side headlock by Mr. Mexico's got the advantage on Victor Rivera. Very few men are usually able to do that, but Mr. Mexico does. Punch to the bridge of the face. And Rivera goes outside. That punching is not one of his favorite things. Victor Rivera, one of the first Battle Royal winners, 22-man Battle Royal winners. He's won the 22-man Battle Royal not only once, but twice in his illustrious career. Held the World Tag Team Wrestling Championship, America's Tag Team title, the California State Heavyweight Championship. Very few championships have eluded Victor Rivera, believe me. Coloso Colisetti, Argentinian champion, going in. Oh, double boot stop, Mr. Mexico. Colisetti in the ring. Hip toss, takes him down. Goes to work on the wrist. Tag off is to Bengali. Bengali now comes in the ring. Colisetti leaves. Whips into the rope. A forearm blow that stops Mr. Mexico right in his tracks. Stomping away at the chest. We've got trouble here in River City with Mr. Mexico, and no question about that. Back body toss of this big man. He's short, but he's very stocky. But, you know, he can move when he wants to move. Right now, though, he's in serious trouble. Rivera going to work on the head of Mexico. Throws him into the ropes. Back body drop, takedown. Stomps away at the face. Knee to the bridge of the nose by Colisetti. They have got Mr. Mexico in the corner and in trouble. Off the ropes. There's another forearm, decks him down. Kicks him to the back. Mexico now goes over to the corner. Oh, before he can make a tag, he's pulled away by Colisetti. Crafty wrestler. Argentine champion. Tag off to Bengali from Old Mexico. There's another punch to the bridge of the face, and you can bet it was a punch and not an open-handed slap. Rabbit punch to the back of the neck, and Mexico makes a tag. In comes Arias Romero. There's a kick to the middle, good arm whip takedown. Body blocked by Bengali. Whoa, a flying body tackle by Romero. Headlock takedown into a top wrist lock, standing, now kneeling position. The fans are wild, and this Romero is showing his stuff. Oh, into the hair goes Bengali. The referee didn't see it. Fans are yelling. He went into the hair. Front face lock by Victor Rivera. There's a kick to the middle that takes Arias Romero down. Rivera now in complete control. Rivera with a punch to the side of the face. The tag is made. Big Ben's in. It's Big Ben and Victor Rivera. Rivera backpedaling, trying to get away from Big Ben. Ben now throwing those right haymakers in there. Whips Rivera into the ropes. Rivera comes off. Back body drop that sends Rivera down. Rivera now backing into his corner. Big Ben, a fresh man going in there, throwing those clubbing blows to the back. Rivera now trying to make punches to the middle. A knee lift that takes Rivera down. Rivera now in deep trouble. Oh, Rivera locks a figure four toe hold on Big Ben. We had some good action there, and Big Ben had some great moves. Rivera now staking out the leg, tags off to Colisetti. Colisetti comes in. Working on that right leg and left leg. Big Ben now down. Bengali now going to work on, whoa, Bengali taken down off the mat by a punch. Body tackle by Big Ben. Forearm that catches Bengali off guard. Drop kick by this fine wrestler from Georgia. Snapmare right to the middle of the ring. Holds him there. Romero sends a punch right to the bridge of the face. There we go. A little bit of punching by Arias Romero, and the referee says, okay, it's only what Bengali did to you earlier. Oh, there's a wicked punch by Colisetti. Colisetti whips his man into the boot of Victor Rivera. Now they've got him in the corner. All three. It's called triple teaming. Colisetti holds the man while Bengali comes in and attacks him from the back. A couple of kidney punches now into a side headlock. Whips the man into the boot of Victor Rivera. Again, he's held by Colisetti. Rivera's tagged now. Rivera comes in the ring. Rabbit punch sends Romero down. Another blow that sends him to the middle of the canvas, and Romero trying to make the tag is pulled away by Rivera. Rivera going to work choking where the referee can't see. Victor Rivera now with a front chancellor on Arias Romero. Romero backed into the corner, was able to tag Big Ben. Ben comes in, throws a haymaker into Rivera. Rivera now in the corner, in trouble. Beals him right into the middle of the ring. Drop kick that decks Rivera right outside. Colisetti comes in against Big Ben. Ben going to work with those wild flailing punches that seem to have a lot of effect. And here comes Arias Romero and Golly. Mr. Mexico outside on the apron. We've got a collision coming, and it's Golly and Colisetti outside the ring. And hold on to your hat. Don't put the coffee pot on. Don't miss anything about now. Victor Rivera crotched and slammed by Big Ben. The president is in trouble, and down goes an elbow by Romero. Rivera in the ropes, hip toss to the center of the mat. Tag off to Mr. Mexico, and Mexico does his little sombrero dance, and he's ready. This looks like a victory for the team of Romero and Mexico. Takes Rivera, roughs him into the ropes, hip toss takes him to the middle. Mexico, now just that's a mistake. You should go in and pin a man, not stand there and watch him fall. Into the ropes. Oh, there's a boot to the neck and throat, and Victor Rivera takes advantage. Whips Big Ben outside the ring so he can't interfere, goes back to work, stomping on Mr. Mexico. Does the same thing to Romero, right through the ropes. Stakes him out, knee drops to that injured throat. There's a leg dive right on that throat. That's all she wrote. Right, the team of Rivera, Colisetti, and Golly, the winners in this big six-man tag team event. More wrestling coming up right after this. Our semi-main event here on Great Wrestling from the Olympic this week is a good one. It's Chavo Guerrero against the Twin Devil. This is a match that the promoters have had many requests to sign. They say, let's put the Twin Devil against somebody that can give him good competition. Well, there's only really one person for that, and that's our own Chavo Guerrero. And right now we're looking at the Twin Devil and his second Bad News Allen, one half of the company, the president of the R&R company. Twin Devil says, look, I want to wrestle. I want it on the contract. I don't want no punching. I don't want boxing. I don't want judo. That's what I signed. I want wrestling. But this is going to be a judo jacket match, and Chavo Guerrero has put on the judo gi, and I sure hope that Chavo hasn't bit off more than he can chew, because as you saw earlier, Carlos Mata was in a lot of trouble wearing that judo jacket gi. Chavo told me earlier in the dressing room, he said, look, he says, I've had experience in these kind of matches. He says, I'm not Carlos Mata. Mata just didn't understand. He says, believe me, I understand. However, there's one man that doesn't understand, I don't think, and that's the Twin Devil. That's another story. He's wearing a black belt, which signifies that he does know what he's doing, but he's getting some tips from the judo master himself, Bad News Allen. He says, now, you know, you get him close, you just hip toss him, judo toss him, get him down on the mat, and then stomp the heck out of him. Well, Bad News Allen's going to stick around and watch his man, the Twin Devil, see how he does in this judo jacket match. Chavo Guerrero's smiling very confidently. Something's up. Chavo's got something planned, I'm sure, for the Twin Devil. Good toss by Chavo Guerrero. There's another toss and a takedown by Guerrero. Picks him up, fireman's carry, drops him to the mat. Well, I think Chavo Guerrero was right. He does know what he's doing. And the Twin Devil says, I think I go home now. A little bit early, Twin Devil. The Bad News Allen getting a little bit upset. Now listen, man, do what I tell you. What you do is you grab him and you toss him. It's that simple. Now do it. Chavo Guerrero standing at the ready. Okay, Twin Devil grabs him, but he's tossed again. Devil goes back for more advice. Now look, what you do is you scoop his leg, then you pick him up and you toss him. It's that simple. Do it. Chavo Guerrero runs him into the ropes. Monkey flip high right over to the other side of the ring. Look at this. Does it again. Look at that. Incredible. What a move by Chavo Guerrero, and the fans are astonished. The Twin Devil says, I've had enough. No more of this judo baloney. Let's just wrestle. The Twin Devil was made to look bad, and he does not like that. A World Tag Team Champion doesn't want to look bad anytime. Bad News Allen, of course, doesn't want him to look bad either, because he was the one that gave him the advice. So Bad News Allen says, okay, you just want to wrestle, go ahead. Of course, Bad News Allen says, try it one more time. He said, but listen to me when I tell you how to flip them. Very interesting, because earlier in our program we saw Carlos Mando, who really had no chance against this bronze medal Olympic Games judo champion. Now we've got Chavo Guerrero, who just looks sensational against Bad News Allen's man, the Twin Devil. Now Bad News Allen telling them again what to do. Twin Devil sending punches in there. Chavo wasn't expecting that. He's whipped into the ropes. Oh, a punch that sends him down. That's not judo. Oh, yeah, judo chop he knows how to use. There's a kick to the middle. There's a backhanded judo chop. Throws him into the ropes by the judo gi. Yeah, a fine judo toss. Picks him up. Trips him again. And the Twin Devil goes outside the ring and says, I'm going home. I had enough. That's it. Bad News Allen says, wait. Come back here. Let's talk about this. Now look, what I'm telling you to do. Oh, Bad News Allen tells him, use karate. Now everybody knows karate is legal. Karate, open hand, is legal, illegal. That's not legal in wrestling. Now here's a replay of what the Twin Devil was doing earlier. Chavo Guerrero throwing those, but watch this very closely. Good judo toss, takedown. Some fine moves by Chavo Guerrero. Takes him down again, and out goes the Twin Devil. Now we're back to the action. And it's going to be action, there's no doubt about it. Chavo reverses it, hip tosses him again. Twin Devil is just stymied on what to do here. He's never been in a judo jacket match, and he's really helpless. And I've never seen the Twin Devil look so bad. Takedown for 1, 2, only 2 count. Well, in actual judo matches, there really is no count, but the Twin Devil just keeps going back to Coage, and Coage just says, look, I'm telling you what to do. You're doing okay, but you just got to get in there a little bit tighter. Grab him and toss him. And use the karate, he's telling him, which is illegal. Chavo whipped into the ropes. Oh, there's a hip toss by the Twin Devil. He's getting the idea now. Again, into the ropes. Oh, a monkey flip, a standing monkey flip. Look at this. 2 of them, and the Twin Devil goes out and says, I've had enough. exasperated. He doesn't know what to do. Coage is telling him, hey, you've got to get in there. You've got to use what I told you to use, that karate. Okay, the devil now doing the judo stance that Coage. I don't think that's going to win him a match. Chavo Guerrero says, come on. And he says, well, where are you getting that information from? What's that going to do for you? Guerrero looking at him like he's a little nuts, you know. Chavo doesn't come to show. He comes to wrestle. Oh, slapping and punching blows that deck Chavo. There's another one. Into the ropes goes Chavo Guerrero. Back body drop. That's a wrestling move, not a judo move. Now going to work on those trapezius muscles in the neck. Takes him down at the hair. Goes to work pinching those muscles. That hurts tremendously. Chavo now using some punches of his own to get a release. Backhanded judo chop. Whips the devil in there. Comes around. There's that spinning donkey bump that I like to see so well. I love that hold. That's one of Chavo's best. He covers him, tops him. 1, 2, 3, and Chavo Guerrero, your winner in this judo jacket event. And boy, let me tell you something. I got to hand it to Chavo Guerrero. I didn't think he could do it, but he sure knows his jiu-jitsu. In the meantime, wait a minute. We got to... Whoa, hold on a second. Bad News Allen says, give me that judo gi. Give it to me. Give it to me. I'm going to show you, boy, what I can do to you. I'm going to show you who the master is and who the student is. Coage putting on the judo jacket. Well, wait a minute. This is an unscheduled event. Let's see what happens. Whoa, a hip toss by Bad News Allen. There's another one. Bad News Allen showing him who the master is. Wait a minute. Chavo reverses it and does it. There he goes. We'll be back right after this. Don't go away. You are looking at the Golden Greek of wrestling. A drop kick. Takes him down. Chavo's brother, Mando Guerrero, in the ring. The bell has just sounded, and already we've got wild action. This is the main event on Great Wrestling from the Olympic, the Golden Greek of Wrestling from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Field to the center of the ring. John the Golden Greek Tolos and Mando Guerrero, brother of Chavo. Look at this, a good schoolboy, and oh, there he's clapped at the head by Tolos. Mando going to work on the leg. Mando now outside the ring by the timekeeper's bell, and he, oh! Throws that leg on that bar right by the bell. You talk about snapping knees and kneecaps. That's the best way to do it. Tolos now signaling timeout. There is no timeout in wrestling. Tolos begging, please, please, let me try to get on my feet. Mando Guerrero going to work on that left leg. Sets up a figure 4, reverse figure 4. The question's in. Tries to set a figure 4 lock, figure 4 leg lock. He's got it. It's set. The question's in. The pressure's on it. Referee in the ring for this main event, Ken Farber. The pressure is on that leg of Tolos in the figure 4, and Mando trying to apply more pressure. Let me tell you something. That Tolos has a lot of endurance. A figure 4 leg lock can snap a leg in two like a pretzel. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. I remember a wrestler who used to use the figure 4 leg lock to perfection, the sensational, intelligent destroyer. Farber asking Tolos, what do you say, Tolos? What do you say? Do you give up? Do you submit? Tolos' shoulders flat on the mat. Now, Tolos really doesn't have much of an option. He can try to roll and reverse that figure 4 leg lock. That can be done. Mando releases it, but goes to work on that left leg. Mando Guerrero from El Paso, Texas. He was born in Mexico City, but his father moved to El Paso, Texas, where he promoted wrestling and raised his sons, Mando, Chavo, Hector. All three fine, outstanding champion wrestlers. And all three have the known distinction of holding the America's Heavyweight Wrestling Championship. That left leg of Tolos is going to be sore tomorrow morning. You can bet on that. There's no question. A lot of fans will ask, well, why does a wrestler wear knee pads? Well, it's to help prevent mat burns on the mat. When you are on the mat wrestling, your legs and your knees rub against that mat, and of course it causes friction. And so the wrestlers will wear knee pads. It keeps from getting water on the knee and tearing ligaments. Mando Guerrero raked at the eyes by the Golden Greek of wrestling, John Tolos. Backhanded chops. Tolos tries to get to his feet. Whips Mando in there, and there's that big punch right to the chest of Mando Guerrero. Now Tolos. Oh, there's that thumb thrust to the throat. Tolos was always good at using that thumb. He's got a big hand, big thumb. There's that thumb again, right into the throat. Referee doesn't see it. Mando Guerrero now going to work on the Golden Greek. Or the Golden Greek is going to work on Mando Guerrero. Tolos, wrist lock. Into the hair goes the Golden Greek. Oh, off that top rope, right onto that bad wrist and hand and that shoulder. Oh, talk about injuries. These two wrestlers have been fighting tooth and nail. And of course, a victory over Mando would be a big win for the Golden Greek, and of course vice versa. Mando over Tolos would really catapult him to serious title contention. You have two top-rated wrestlers in this main event here on Great Wrestling from the Olympic. Into the hair goes Tolos, stomping away at the arm. Stakes that arm out there by standing on the hand and just goes to work stomping it. Mando Guerrero, fine young wrestler, and of course, as I've said before, what he lacks in size, he makes up for in speed and agility, which is another great asset for a wrestler. Biting the fingers. The Golden Greek bite. Oh, that's disgusting. Bites the face. There's no reason to do that. That's not wrestling. Grabbing away at the wrist, holding it, working on those fingers, probably squeezing them as he's working on the hand and wrist. Using the ropes for added leverage. Look at that. There he is, pulling on him. The referee's got to see him to call it. Farber looking around. The fans are saying he used the ropes. Tolos now going to work biting while Farber's distracted. Ken Farber. Now Mando going to work on that bad left leg of the Golden Greek and kicking him around the ring. You've heard of getting your you-know-what kicked. Well, Tolos is getting his you-know-what kicked. And the fans are hostile. There's a big fan. Whoa, there's a big fan in the front row that says, come on, come and get it. I don't think that fan would last too long with the Golden Greek. I really don't. Mando clubbed back in the ring. The Golden Greek still outside. Referee Farber counting. Tolos has 20 to get him into the ring. Ooh, the fans hate the Golden Greek. They're calling him all kinds of names. Tolos caught on those ropes by Mando Guerrero. Mando going to work on that left leg. He figures that's Tolos' weak spot. Leg dives on that leg from the ropes. Now he yanks him out to the center of the ring. This could be it for Mr. Tolos. Stakes out that left leg, drapes it out over the rope now. Just ties him up in it. Mando's got something planned. I don't know what it is. Drops down on the inside of the thighs. Oh, if he sits back with that, that's a great Indian move. Adding the pressure to that leg. Working on that boot, ankle, foot, and thigh area of Tolos' left leg. Tolos has had his leg turned every which way but south. Open-handed chops slapped by Mando Guerrero. Adding the pressure just by moving that left leg of Mando's. He's adding pressure on the right leg and, of course, to the left of Tolos's. Question is in by Ken Farber. He says, Tolos, what do you say? Now going to work, choking Mando Guerrero onto the mat. Farber says, break it. Tolos now going to work with Mando Guerrero. Just using those open-handed chops. Stomping away. Mando now hurt. There's that patented knee drop of the Golden Greek. This could be all she wrote. He tops him for one, for two, only two. A second away from a win for the Golden Greek. Tolos, Mando, both throwing punches. We've got two tired men in there. They're just battling away. Two very, very tired men. Tolos choking with that left hand, while the referee, of course, is on the blind side of Mando Guerrero. Mando trying to get to his feet. The Golden Greek, dangerous, deadly, will do anything to win a match. Punches to the side of the neck. Tolos, Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Formed a great tag team with his brother Chris, who is still wrestling in Canada. Now Tolos comes down outside the ring apron. Mando Guerrero outside the ring. Tolos leaps off and kicks him right to the back. Mando now thrown into those front row seats. Doesn't even have a ticket either. Mando Guerrero is in trouble. One thing Mando doesn't like to look is bad, and right now he doesn't look too good. He looks in bad shape. Tolos now ready for him on that side of the ring. Throws a punching blow that just kind of has him dangling off that apron. Oh, a good tug tackle. Monkey flip with a last bit of energy he has, and now Mando Guerrero coming back at the Golden Greek. Gets him in the corner, throws a bunch of haymakers in him. Whips him across to the other side. Punch to the forehead. Monkey flip right to the center of the ring. Knee to the back. Clubbing blows to the back by Mando Guerrero. Tolos is down. He may be hurt. He went down like a light bulb. But But he decks. Mando now uses that ropes for leverage. Mando trying to tell him, look. Referee catches him. Don't sell the Golden Greek short. When he's hurt, he's dangerous. Mando now pitches the referee aside and says, leave me alone, don't try to bother me on this. Mando has lost his temper. We got a hot Guerrero in there. Referee Farber says, come on, boy. Simmer down, simmer down. Uh-oh. Tolos has loaded something into that left knee pad. The referee didn't see it, and I don't think Mando saw it. Into the ropes goes Mando. Oh, there's a knee that doubles him up. There was a metal, steel object, something in that left knee pad. He crotches Mando. Backbreaker. Tops him for 1, 2, 3, and the winner is the Golden Greek Tolos with something in his knee pad.